Hi, I'm Dylan Casale.
I'm Matt Echeverria.
And together, we are the most famous physical therapist assistants on the internet.
In our own opinion, of course. So for our learning, for our motor learning project, we're going to be teaching John how to play the guitar.
Yeah, so we're going to be teaching him 2 chords, a D and a G, to eventually play a song, and this is hopefully what he'll eventually get to. Stay tuned. John, have you ever played the guitar before?
Never.
So your fingers are not accustomed to the motor control that it takes to play the guitar. So for our project, we're going to teach John how to play a couple chords on the guitar, and hopefully it's going to end in us having a jam session playing a song. So right now, John, I have drawn out the chord diagrams for him to practice with. So he's going to find out where his fingers are supposed to go on the fretboard and try to give us a D chord real quick. See how slowly he's putting his fingers down to get situated? Because he doesn't know.
Where do I strum?
From the top.
From the top one down?
Yeah. So that's a solid D chord. Very good, John. So notice how much time it took him to get that D chord though. So hopefully we'll catch up in the next practice session and we'll see if John has improved at all. All right, so this is our second practice session. Rock on.
About how many days?
It's
4
been
days?
4 days. So he took the information that I gave to him, the D and the G chord, and he's been practicing at home. And he texted me today and said, hey, I'm getting the D and G chord transitions, but it just doesn't sound right to me. So that's a concept we learned. It's intrinsic feedback. So as he's playing, he hears that he's making mistakes and he knows that it's wrong. So it's okay, because that's how you learn, is when you know you're screwing up, you make it right. So John is going to show us how he's been doing with his D to G chord for the song. So take it away, Johnny.
Stop.
See, that's feedback. You know? That's good. So much better than last time, as you can tell. It's way quicker. He's getting situated almost, in almost like exponentially quicker. So as you can see, some motor learning is already taking place, but stay tuned and we'll be back with another session and hopefully we get closer to the song.
Alright, so today we'll be talking about the different modes of practice for John in our motor learning project. So the first one is massed versus distributed. John is more focused on the massed practice mode because he is practicing more than his breaks. So he's doing more in his time of practice, more activity and more learning. Now, number 2 is random versus blocked. And John is focused more on blocked. Here, I'll go in these. He's more focused on blocked because he is learning in a specific setting and environment. It's all kind of controlled, and he's focused on specific chords and notes throughout the project. And now 3, whole versus part. He's definitely learning right now in part task because he's learning the different parts of the song step by step. And the goal is to eventually learn as the whole song in general, to play it whole through. And then the last one is open versus closed, and John is focused more on closed because it's just him and the guitar together. There's no changing environment, there's no variables or anything, it's just him and the guitar.
All right, guys, it's practice session number 3. It's Friday, and our last session was Monday. So it's been few days, and John's been practicing at home as well. He actually started learning something that wasn't in our practice session, but it's okay because
I'm elite.
he's elite, and there's something called transference in neuroplasticity. So what he learned is, it's a song by Nirvana called "Come As You Are," and that's gonna help the movement in that song, the finger movement in that song is gonna help him play the chords that are necessary for our project. So, John, you can show them, I guess, some Nirvana.
It's gonna be rough on camera. Of course,
Rock
but
on.
I swear, when I'm at home, it's like I'm basically like Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. And I swear that I don't have a gun.
All
right.
That's a music lyric. That's a song lyric.
All right, so that was awesome. He learned that. It's only been like two weeks that you've been playing the guitar,
Yeah.
if that, not even. So that's really advanced stuff. So he's obviously been practicing a lot, and that takes a lot of control and rhythm in his brain to be able to coordinate those movements. So now we're gonna go back to what we've been learning, which is the D and the G chord. So let's see if it's improved at all since Monday. So
I've improved a little bit, but I've been focusing more on that "Come As You Are," so it's not going to be as good.
let's see.
Gee.
One more. Okay, so that's pretty close to the end goal. Honestly, I think maybe just one more practice session with us, but you're gonna keep practicing at home, and I think we'll be ready to do the song because he's transitioning quicker and quicker. You can see the hand movement is just getting better and better. So yeah, we'll catch up with you guys in practice session number 4, and we'll get rocking. All right, guys, what's up? It's our 4th and final practice session here in the lab. John's been practicing outside a lab. Would you say you've been practicing like every day?
About every day.
About every day. So it's been about 2 weeks. So this is, a lot of time to practice the guitar. Probably not enough time to learn how to play an actual song all the way through. That takes like months of practice. But since we promised you guys a little jam session, we're going to, I guess, play the first verse of What I Got by Sublime, and it's a D and G chord back and forth like we've been practicing. So John, whenever you're ready. Just for the money.
All right.
Everything we trained for. Early in the morning, rising to the street. Light me up that cigarette and I'll strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a reason why my money's all gone. I got a Dalmatian, I can still get high. Okay,
Hear
guys,
that?
so yeah, that was the song. Rock stars. If we don't get careers in PTA, we can always drop out and become an acoustic duo. So, just kidding, Mary. But honestly, that was really, really awesome, guys. John took it a step further, and so our goal originally was for him to strum the chords, which is it's an easier motion, or it's an easier motor pattern because strumming is just the same thing every time, and it's more of like a gross motor movement. Whereas he transitioned to picking, the flat picking of the song, which is how the song is actually played, and it's a lot more advanced because you actually have to have that control to pick which string you actually want to hit at the right time. So he took that a step forward. So the guru, he really did well. So obviously some motor learning took place. It's been 2 weeks, and he learned how to play that song. So yeah, I'm glad I was able to be a part of this, and Matt, I'm sure, can say the same thing. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Don.
Not a problem. You're a rock star.